Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Anderson Valley, and it's early in the year, but this has to be one of the weirdest beers that I am going to review so far this year. Well, it's only been a month, so I guess that's not very useful. But this is not weird in the sense of ingredients, but first off, this is a beer from Anderson Valley, so that's a legacy brand. A brand that I'm actually so surprised that is not consolidated, bought out, or something like that, because again, we're talking about brands like Green Flash, Bear Republic, Smutty Nose, Anchor. These are breweries that are legacy breweries, but have been around for a while. And you're like, oh, well, okay, I could sort of see the writing on the wall, but somehow Anderson Valley is still kicking and fighting. And then this is really weird. So this is Black Light. So let me tell you about Black Light. Black Light is a 95 calorie, low carb beer. I don't know where the demand is for that. 3.8%. It's a light beer, full of flavor, blah, 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 blah. 95 calories, 7 carbs. It's a dark beer. I just don't understand the... And then they actually spent a lot of writing here just about sustainability and environmental friendliness. So solar powered brewery, but who is demanding for 3.8% dark beer? And then the thing is, it doesn't really seem to get into the market of Guinness, which is a 4.2% beer, super low alcohol. But I feel that is nitro, stout, Irish. These are words that make sense. This has none of those words there. So for some reason we're doing dude, I don't know, man. They're in what market or market research do they have where they're going 3.8% 95 calorie beer is what people are looking for today, bro? I don't know. I would never think let's do that and then make a new label with a rainbow and try to make it cool. Who's this going for? Who is this for? I don't even know. Is there a 3.8% Schwarzbier collective out there? Bro, you guys got me. Beer comes in a nutty medium brown color. It's not completely dark, not even dark brown. It's medium brown color, so it's a pretty dark beer. It has a weird looking head. It has this I imagine there's a good amount of oatmeal in here, possibly. It has that kind of grayish color to the head, and I assume oatmeal would be a smart adjunct grain to use in here to help boost body for such small beer. So. But that head is pretty ugly. I don't know if you guys can see. It's almost like the color of dirty dishwater. At least the head is, yeah. Okay. Light nuttiness. It smells like an interesting product. It almost smells like NA beer or gluten-free beer, because I believe chestnuts is one of the ingredients you could use to make gluten-free beer. Yeah, it smells like chestnuts, peanut shells. Very nutty. I think I'm right with the appearance, with the nose too. A lot of this kind of doughy, pale oatmeal thing going on. So I imagine there's a lot of oats in here. Yeah, it's very pale. It almost comes off like an NA or something. Something's up, but I guess obviously something's up here because it's such low alcohol. So cheers. Yeah, man. So there you go. It tastes like it too. It tastes almost like an NA, NA stout. Yeah, for sure. I've had beers that taste like this. Full blind, I would just guess NA stout. Doesn't really have has dark color to it. Doesn't really have much dark flavor to it. Again, reminds you a little bit of a Negro Modelo or a what's that beer that I really like? They sent it to me. It's the Asahi Black. I want to say it's that one. The Asahi. Oh no, Sapporo Black. Sapporo Black. Yeah, there we go. The Sapporo Black Lager. So it reminds you a little bit of that, like a Schwarzbier, which is the Sapporo is also a Schwarzbier derived kind of beer. Yeah, tastes like Schwarzbier. Full blind, you wouldn't have quite guessed that this was this dark in color. But that's what Schwarzbier sort of does, right? It sort of tastes like light lager, but then has a little dark color, and then maybe just a hint of that roast, and that's what this beer does. And then I also sort of taste the oats in here. So it has some of the characteristics of their really bomb tasty oatmeal stout, because it has that kind of pale, flaked oatiness, right? That kind of again, it's like eating oatmeal. Oatmeal is quite doughy and gloppy and light. It doesn't have the characteristic of toasted bread or even one bread. It just has a different like cereal grainy, like you could only cook oatmeal so much. It doesn't have like Maillard character, right? So like toasted bread and rye and crackers, they have like there's more cooking to those. A stewed kind of like microwaved oatmeal is just not going to have much like depth of flavor, or it has a certain amount of flavor, but it doesn't have as much darkness to it, if that makes any sense. And so that paleness is sort of in the flavor here of that oats that they're using. It actually has a pretty decent body for 3.8. It's not super watery. It's just a very pale. It's 3.8. It's going to be like crisp. So it's like, it actually has a little bit of body to it. So for 3.8 beer, pretty good. Yeah, man, it tastes fine. It sort of dances that line of like, it has a little bit of oatmeal stout to it. It has a little bit of light lager thing going on. It has a little bit of like NA, like non-alcoholic stout thing going on. It's weird, dude. It has a little bit of Schwarzbier / like Sapporo Black thing going on. It tastes a little bit like all those beers. As I drink it more, I could probably see like, okay, this is just super low alcohol. It's not non-alcoholic. Sure, I like 3.8. I'll give you that. But yeah, I'm following with my initial impression. It's just one of the weirdest beers I'm going to review this year. Like who is looking for a 95 calorie, dark-ish kind of beer, right? It's not really a stout. Like, doesn't taste like Guinness or anything. So I don't really know what's going on here. Let's go over for rating. I mean, it's high utility. Like, if this was at a really low price, I could crush a ton of this. Like, it's just like, has a lot of like dark-ish kind of flavor. Right? Again, if you like Schwarzbier, you're going to like this beer. If you like Negro Modelo, this is up your alley. It's dark in color and maybe has an impression of darkness, but the flavor is not really there. So it's just like dark-ish, like dark adjacent, if that makes any sense. Honestly, it tastes pretty good. But yeah, 3.8%, man. Like, you're gonna have a hard time getting anywhere with this beer if you're planning to get buzzed or inebriated or anything. Like, you're gonna have a hard time. This is lower than Bud Light in alcohol. Honestly, I'm cool with it. I sort of like these fun beers that are tiny. I'm just confused why I'm cool with it, but I don't know who else. You guys post comments below if you're in the market for this beer, because I don't know. Nor am I specifically in the market for this beer. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to seek this beer and like go like, all right, I'm going to buy a ton of this. But it's tasty enough and it's interesting. And it's high utility. Jeez, what do you do this guy? You know what? I like interesting stuff, so I'm just going to give it a 90. But, bro, you guys post. I have no clue. This is... Who is looking for this? Black Light, 95 calorie, 3.8%. Dark-ish kind of beer. I don't know. Again, my mind goes to the Guinness drinkers, the Negro Modelo drinkers, like the black lager drinkers. But are there really any black lager drinkers? Are there black lager drinkers looking for low alcohol and low cal? Bro, again, I'm just confused. Confused. Weird is probably not the right word. Confusing. This is the most confusing beer. One of the most confusing beers I'm going to review all year. 90. Cheers. Later.